Hello everyone, this is Zilzan Ziltor, and we are going to do the quest line to unlock your Chocobo to be able to fight for you, and I'm going to show you how you can color your Chocobo as well with the stables and all that. So it's going to be quite a few Chocobo quest lines. So let's get started. So you're going to want to go to Camp Tranquil is where you're going to start, and the quest is called My Feisty Little Chocobo. And Camp Tranquil is in the South Shroud. So the easiest way to get there is to teleport to Quare Mill, head west to the Druthers, and then go directly south from there. Easy peasy. So, my feisty little Chocobo. Sniff, sniff. The unmistakable smell of Chocobo clings to you, adventurer. Would I be correct in assuming that you have your own trusty steed? Aye, I thought so. Now tell me, is your bird battle trained? If not, you might consider seeking the advice of, you know this guy, over at Bent Branch Meadows. The Ishgardian native is something of a prodigy in all matters concerning our fine feathered friends. He should be able to help you attain Gerda affinity with your bird. So, now we're going to... Oops, no, not return. Now we're going to teleport to Bent Branch Meadows. And the guy that we're talking to, if you remember, well, if you did any of the Gordanian classes, you helped him with the quest line, you finding his grand prize, Chocobo's egg. You remember him from our beginning quest line when we first started playing Archer. So there he is. Alright, good morrow to you, Tara. Is there something you need? You wish to have your Chocobo trade in combat? This is no small request you make. Riding your bird is one thing, asking it to take hurts in your name is quite another. I will help you train your Chocobo, but on the promise that you will never unduly expose it to danger. Do I have your word? Very well. To begin, we will need a bunch of Gissel greens. You have my leave to pick one from the fields yonder. Return here when you have it. So we gotta get some greens. Have you acquired the greens? Why, yes we have. Superb, then we shall get straight to it. Doubtless you already know this, but Chocobos are highly fond of Gissel greens. They love the leafy vegetables so much, in fact, they will completely forget their fears in the face of danger. Thus, by feeding your bird the greens, you can prevail upon it to fight beside you, and then once called, it will be up to you to direct its actions as you see fit. You will find that your Chocobo innately responds to a number of general commands. Give your bird an order and it will act accordingly, and to the best of its ability. This simple yet effective mythology was developed by the Fortemps family, one of the foremost houses in Ishgard. And that concludes our lesson. Of course, it's not enough to merely hear about a practice. One must venture forth and attempt it oneself. Summon your Chocobo with a bunch of greens, and together make your way to Sorrel Haven. The brood-ziz that prowl the area ought to be a suitable challenge for you and your companion. Put down 3 of them and return here. And lastly, by way of advice, I recommend you keep an ample supply of greens on your person at all times. Our resident vendor will be able to provide you with as much as you can carry. So let's go find the vendor. I don't remember where the hell the vendor is. Here we go. Alright, so let's put some potions. Alright, we only have 1 green. Let's take this off the bar. So I buy a bunch of stuff. Okay. Here we go. Let's do 99. It's only 3,564 gil. Whoops. I did not do that right. Okay. So yay. That's only. Alright, so now we have summoned our Chocobo, as we recall I named him Esper. So now that he is a companion, go to your character tab and go to companion, and you can see right now he's in free stance, which means he can do anything from attacker stance, healer stance, and defender stance. Obviously, defender stance is tank, healer stance heals, and attacker stance is DPS. Skills, after we do this quest, his skills will unlock, and then we can figure out if we want him to be a tank, a healer, or attacker. Now, keep in mind that he will constantly level, your Chocobo will constantly level with you, as long as you're attacking mobs that grant you experience while you're questing. So it's great for when you're leveling alt classes out in the world or whatever. So you can train extensively. Well, you can train in all trees, and whenever you cap out a tree, he gets barding that goes with that tree. So, and they're out for an hour. Alright, so now we gotta make our way here to go kill the 3 mobs. So after we're able to unlock the Chocobo as an official companion, we're gonna do another quest because my free company has a house, which means has a stable. So then I will show you how you put your Chocobo in the stables and how you can color your Chocobo. So I've already got the color picked out that I want to make my Chocobo, and I got the list of foods that I need to feed my Chocobo to make him that color. So we have to go hunt those down. And then coloring takes about 6 hours. And I know supposedly you don't always get the color you want the first try, but every time I've colored my Chocobo, I've always gotten the color I want on the first try. So far, knock on wood. Now, one thing that you should know is after you pick your tree that you want your Chocobo to level down, you want your Chocobo to be a tank, a healer, or DPS, depending on your playstyle. Whenever you summon your Chocobo, they will automatically come out in the free stance. So then it's good to hotkey the stance that you want your Chocobo to be in. Oops, I accidentally aggroed a toadstool. So I am more than likely going to be making my Chocobo a tank. Because I don't want things hitting me. Okay. tree root. Probably could have just heard it there. Okay, so you have successfully negotiated your first few battles with your Chocobo. Well done. Tell me, how did it feel? Was it supremely reassuring fighting with your feathered companion? Your Chocobo can make up for your shortcomings or build upon your strengths. Indeed, there are countless ways the two of you might complement one another. Through some experimentation, you will come to find the approach that serves you best. Yay! So now that I got him as my official companion, so now you start off with 1 skill point and rank 1. So I'm gonna make him into a tank. So orders Chocobo to deliver an attack with potency of 150 and it increases his threat. So that's what we're gonna do. And we're going to put the defender stance on our bar. And boom, tank mode. So the next quest that he has for us is Bird in Hand. Greetings, madam. Tell me, how goes the training for your avian mount? I could not help but notice that there is some bias towards real-life combat. All battle and no bonding makes for a less noble bird. I see that you already have a fine residence of your own. Why not build a stable for your Chocobo? Closeness leads to fondness, and there are other perks. Indeed, I could tell you of those and more if you wish. We of Ishgard have a knack for Chocobo husbandry. We have forgotten more than Gridani will ever know, I fear. One Ishgardian knack is to stable Chocobos at one's residence. That makes it possible to train and feed the birds. The second knack is to keep the stable meticulously clean and picked up. Chocobos are cleanly creatures and easily distressed by slovenly housekeeping. Shall we get straight to it? Pick up every vegetable scrap littering the stable if you please. So because I'm in an FC that has their own housing, or if you have your own house, then this quest unlocks for you at level 30. But it's just easier to have a free company that has a house, because everyone can use the stables. There's the last bit of scraps. Have you collected all the vegetable scraps? Very good. I will take those. This place is as fresh as cream. How well the Chocobos look, fluffing their feathers in contentment. You would do well to lay in a magic broom. You shall need those, or need to use those for proper cleaning, but that is for another time. There is more to stable care than simple cleaning. And that brings us to the third Ishgardian knack, fresh feed. I am not the aptest tutor for this craft, however. There is one that has the knack right here in Bent Branch. That would be Mistress Margalt, the resident botanist. She is in charge of all cultivars maintained here for the Chocobos. Go to her and beg a few greens and information from her. She will not stint you on either. She's just right over here. Some feed for your chocobo? Aye, you've come to the right place for it. It has been a warm spring. Try the krakai root. Many birds who would otherwise go off their feed cannot resist these luscious roots. We raise them with love as well as skill, and the master likes to call that a knack. I have no quarrel with it, just a joy to grow, whether it be vegetables, chocobos, or the skill in one's hand. Why not try your own hand at growing vegetables? You say you have a house must have a field. Food grown with your love and care. How could your bird not thrive eating such feed as that? Feed such as that, whatever. Mayhap we are not what we eat, elsewise my father would be a codfish, a swim in butter, but their feed certainly makes chocobos, aye. So sensitive is that their nature. You can see the effect of a particular feed as clear as day. But I have yet to tell you about the main feeds. You are sure to be fascinated. Shall we ever tire of speaking of the gishel greens, precious, luscious plants? You can summon and train your birds with these greens. But as wonderful as greens are, they are hardly unique in being attuned to specific areas of chocobo's abilities. The art of raising a chocobo involves choosing a balance of these vegetables to feed your bird, thus creating a chocobo that is, well, just so, hinting to the coloring of your chocobo. The best laid plans of wranglers are often frustrated by a picky eater, though. Do make sure you come to know each bird's likes and dislikes. There are no pieces of magic tech to bend to your will, but when bird and woman grow together, why, you might discover something very special indeed. Aye, and you would do well to grow your own feed. May as well fight with the pine sword to raise a chocobo without a vegetable field of your own. Visit a store to buy the seeds. And remember, love and skill, there's the knack. I do go on, don't I? You came from a handful of feed and got an earful, but that's the way it is with us botanists. Take this fine specimen of a cracker root to your sweet chocobo. I wish you both the joy of it. Finally, just give me the fucking carrots. And back to this guy. Ah, were you able to collect some chocobo feed? Margult is never stingy with her vegetables. As fine a crack root as I have ever seen. A magnificent specimen. This will make the training all the more effective, I believe. We come to the fourth knack of chocobo husbandry, Terra, training. I hear head wrangler Keitha about her work. There is a thought. Go and speak with her. She will tell you much more of training chocobos. Ugh. So much work to do. Nice to see you, adventurer. Here to learn about training your bird, you say? Stable your chocobo and you'll be able to train the sweetheart, but you need to give him a treat straight after and not a moment later. What I do is to go pick up a choice bit of feed before I get the bird into training. The results vary, as that slick ruffian at the Ebony Saws used to say. Around here, results depend on how clean the stables are, what treat you give. But, as long as you love your chocobo, it's hard to muck it up. So, well now, gotta find root. That'll work a treat, no pun intended. Go on, start training little Leia there. So now I gotta give this damn thing. Where is the carrot? Oh. Wow. Okay, that was weird. That was sweetly done. You've got some skill at this, I reckon. Some are made to train just that one bird, but you can handle any chocobo. Some veterinarians share a stable, you know. Might be you could do care for birds other than your own. You muck out the stables, that means you're helping raise the other venturers' birds as well as your own. Don't matter who did the mucking, really. Those birds been cared for, you see. That ought to hold you for a while. No use pouring too much wine into a cup. Alright. So that's it there. Alrighty. So yay. Praise. Yep. Awesome. Alright. So now we got how to raise the chocobo. So now we're gonna go to Gridania, and I'm gonna raid the company chest and see if they have any of the fruits that I need, and then whatever fruits they don't. So to color your chocobo, there is a website. You just like Google, what did I, like, chocobo coloring or something? And, oh, chocobo coloring calculator. That's what it is. And you should get the website right away. That pops up how to color your chocobo. So basically what it does is you pick the starting color. So usually, if you know, the starting color is desert yellow, and then you pick the color that you want to color it to. In my case, I picked Celeste green, and if you remember from the die, it's that this one. So like a seafoam color. And in order to color your chocobo, you have to have a certain amount of fruits. So in my case, to go from desert yellow to Celeste green, I need 3 Val fruits, 6 Gamor berries, and 11 Doman plumes. Now here's the catch. You can't just straight up just give the chocobo the food in whatever order you see fit. There is a specific feeding order to get the color that you desire. So I'm going to stable my chocobo, and then we'll go through what you can do in the stables. So I'm going to my free company house. Alright, and there's already 2 chocobos in here. So here are the options. You can tend to a specified chocobo, stable your chocobo, clean stable, or learn about chocobo raising. So the stable cleanliness is poor, so let's see if we can... Alright, so we need a magic stable broom to clean the stable. So we gotta go find that. Don't have... Mender. Probably the same thing. Yep. No. Oh, I almost thought that said broom. Alright, I don't think there are gonna be any here, so we're gonna go back to Bent Branch Meadows. I don't have any brooms to clean the stalls with. And I'm not going to put my Chocobo in a poop stall. Alright, let's see. Tools, maybe? I've never had to buy. Doesn't look like here. Yeah, that's all. I think that's the only vendor. Ugh. Alright, I'm gonna go look it up real quick, so I will be right back. Okay, so it looks like I have to go buy it. It's something that carpenters can make. And I'm not a carpenter. So, 30 of them. That's a lot of money. Okay, so back to the FC. Alright, so now we're gonna clean out the stables. So, fair. Good. Okay, so, stable's clean. Alright, so we're gonna stable my Chocobo. Ugh. I can't stable the damn thing while he's summoned. Damn it. Alright, so let's teleport here. Stable our Chocobo. Alright, so there's our Chocobo. So while your Chocobo is in the stable, you can tend to him or learn about Chocobo raising. So we're going to tend to my Chocobo. You have train, feed, change name, fetch, view details, or quit. So we are going to feed our Chocobo. So, in order for it to get him from Desert Yellow to Celeste Green, we have to feed him in the food in a specific order. So, I have to do the Domon Plume 7 times. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, and then now we gotta feed him a Val Fruit. Plum. Another Val Fruit. Plum. Another Val Fruit. Both plums. And last, all 6 berries. Few more berries. Last berry. And then quit. And quit. Alright, and so now we're going to leave Esper in the stall for 6 hours. So in 6 hours, so by morning, we will take Esper out of the stalls and see if we succeeded in coloring him the color that I want. Yay! So that concludes the Chocobo video. If you have any questions about Chocobo training, I've never really trained Chocobo. I know there are books that you can get and whatnot, and I think the training will come more so, not this Chocobo, but if you go to the Gold Saucer and you're into Chocobo racing, you can train your race Chocobo in the stall with the books and whatnot. So, whenever I do my epic Gold Saucer video, I will thoroughly go through the Chocobo racing stuff, because that is a big, huge chunk of Gold Saucer extracurricular activities. So, but as far as, I will put the link in, for the Chocobo calculator, coloring guide calculator, in the comments, or in the description, so you'll be able to see for yourself how it works, but it's really cool. So even if you already colored your Chocobo to another color, like let's say later, I don't like the Celeste green, and I want to change it to a different color, you can pick the color that your Chocobo starts off with, and the color that you want to achieve, and it'll tell you which fruits you're going to need and in what order you're going to need to feed them to get that desired result. So it's pretty nifty. So I will definitely link that in the description so you can take a gander at that as well. If you have any questions, you know, be sure to leave them in the comments, or if you have anything to add, leave them in the comments below. You know how this shit works. So I am Zildin Ziltor, and we will continue on next time with finishing up the quest line for Skeletons in Our Closet and beginning the new quest line. So I will see you later. Bye!